Okay, let's just jump straight into this explainer. Today, we're breaking down the creative blueprint for an absolute visual stunner, an ultra-realistic 4K cinematic vision called Ella Ekundayo, the Rooted Light. We aren't just skimming a summary here. We're actually unpacking a highly detailed, foundational prompt that's designed to generate a breathtaking masterpiece. Think of it kind of like directing a hyper-literal movie crew, where literally every single pixel needs explicit instructions. So let's see exactly how this scene is built from the ground up, shall we?
We kick things off by dropping right into the action with a super dramatic establishing moment. The source material outlines a very specific scene constraint. A young girl, our protagonist, Ella, stands in the pouring rain while a crying child approaches her. Immediately, this sets a deeply, deeply emotional stage. The contrast here is absolutely key. You've got the chaotic, uncomfortable element of the rain paired with the raw distress of a crying child. It instantly creates this craving for resolution and comfort within the scene.
And you know, that need for comfort brings us right to the mood. The scene is anchored by four exact, very specific words: emotional, spiritual, hopeful, and transformative. So, what's the big takeaway here? Well, these aren't just pretty aesthetic choices. The scene actually has to physically transition the viewer, and the child for that matter, from a state of pure distress into one of profound, undeniable hope.
Moving on to Section 1, the vision of Ella Ekundayo.
Now, what's truly captivating here is exactly how Ella is characterized. She's defined as a young girl, sure, but she possesses this radiant aura and a presence that is incredibly calm, yet undeniably powerful. Her power isn't aggressive, it's not loud. It's this quiet strength that serves as the total visual and emotional anchor right in the middle of a literal rainstorm. It naturally just draws the viewer and that crying child right toward her. To actually bring that presence to life, the prompt demands some pretty strict technical visual styles. We're talking ultra-realistic 4K resolution output with high-end cinematic lighting and a super dramatic atmosphere. But notice this specific detail at the end of the list: a soft glow of light surrounding Ella. This technical requirement is literally how we visually manifest that radiant aura we were just talking about. It ensures the output functions as a highly detailed, premium cinematic frame, making her quite literally shine through the dramatic darkness of the storm.
All right, Section 2, let's look at character design and symbolism.
There's a totally fascinating world-building rule here. Strict, gendered design constraints woven right into the actual fabric of the characters. Female characters feature the word Ella, embedded in elegant, stylish patterns or even glowing inscriptions. And the male characters? They wear the word Ekundayo in striking masculine designs. I mean, this isn't just a random fashion choice. It's a really brilliant, literal way to stitch mythical lore directly into the character's clothes. It's like wearing the universe's DNA on your sleeve.
Let's roll into Section 3, the African cinematic environment.
This specific checklist provides all our atmospheric texture. The source explicitly calls for an African setting that blends either a village or an urban environment. But, honestly, it's the natural elements that make this frame really breathe. We need trees, wind, light rays piercing through the scene, and dust in the air. When you combine wind, dust, and rain, you create an environment that feels so incredibly alive and dynamic. It gives that cinematic lighting something physical to catch on and reflect off of.
On to Section 4, camera work and cinematography.
By sequencing the camera direction exactly this way, we essentially map out a complete emotional arc. First, we use wide shots to establish that sweeping African blend of village or urban life, the trees, and the crazy weather. Then, the blueprint calls for slow motion to stretch out time and really heighten the drama of the rain and that approaching child. Finally, we push in super tight with close-ups to capture the raw, transformational emotion on both Ella's and the child's faces. Layering in a cinematic depth of field is basically the technical secret sauce here. By using a shallow depth of field, the camera completely isolates Ella. All that chaotic rain, the flying dust, the busy background, it all just blurs out into these soft, dramatic shapes. This literally forces the viewer's eye exactly where it belongs, right on that hopeful, intimate connection between Ella and the crying child.
Finally, Section 5, lighting and special effects.
This perfectly illustrates how the special effects tie the entire thematic vision together. The VFX requirements combine a really soft golden light with glowing particles suspended right there in the air. But actually, the most striking detail here is the glowing roots beneath the ground.
This physical manifestation of light in the earth quite literally grounds the entire scene. It takes those abstract concepts we started with, spiritual, hopeful, transformative, and injects them directly into the soil of the frame. It's visual proof that Ella's calming power is deeply connected to the earth itself.
Taking a step back for a second, you can really see how layering these incredibly specific constraints, the ultra-realistic 4K rules, the embedded clothing patterns, the dynamic weather, the shallow depth of field, and those amazing glowing roots, it all completely engineers a truly immersive world. It just goes to show that great visual storytelling requires serious intention in every single pixel. So I'll leave you with this thought. If you held the keys to this exact creative blueprint, how would you use these rooted elements to bring your own powerfully transformative vision to life?